Okay, now I should be cooking a gumbo, but I keep hearing people make statements that they aren't aware of that have already taken place. Okay, people keep asking, why hasn't Coach Prime done anything to try to help Travis? Coach Prime been on it since Jackson State. Whether he saw something or due to his own experience, he's been on it since Jackson State. Secondly, Travis is not listening to anyone. He's not listening to Shador. He's not listening to Coach Prime. This is obvious. Coach Prime has daily motivations. He drops gems. And anybody with a mature brain, when you look at the context and the timing of the motivation, the post, you know exactly how he feels. Shador said for the celebrities that are trying to give Travis guidance, because he clearly lacks guidance and awareness, reach out to him. Travis is not wanting to talk to anybody that's going to talk sense into him. Now, before he closed his Instagram, we watched Travis begin to unravel as a person. We watch him defend an obvious lie. We watch him cape up and try to go to war with the internet. In fact, he did go to war with the internet over a lie that was told to the internet. And then give the impression that they were going to bully content creators who were speaking nothing but the truth. When Godfrey tried to help Travis, Coach Prime posted on his daily motivation, the way you respond to things will determine how people respond to you. And look at where we are since Godfrey first responded. Godfrey was right to respond. It takes a village. The young man needs guidance, but he's being stubborn. Bow Wow called it perfectly. That's a young dude mentality. Everybody hating on me. Everybody's not hating on you. At some point, he could have been conflating the issues. They hating on me for the Heisman, so they hating on my woman. Even still, the last thing he should have done was cape up to defend a lie. But that shows you how far gone he is. He has an unhealthy emotional attachment to her, and it's intentional. See, Travis, at his young age, he said they were together 5 years. That meant he was 16. So let's just say he was 16. And when he was 17, he went to live with her. A 16, 17-year-old sheltered kid from the suburbs who's a 4.0 academic student, focused on sports, the #1 player in the country. Who doesn't listen to music, doesn't watch TV, just a gamer in terms of entertainment. And when you pair that with a woman that worked in a strip club for tips. Strippers have finesse mentality. Bartenders have finesse mentality. If somebody buys a $40 shot of Hennessy, the bartender still wants the tip. The goal in a strip club is to sell you a lie, sell you a fantasy, so you will part ways with your dollars and your cents to believe the lie. They gotta be so good that you keep coming back and you become a regular customer. Or that you a guy that think you can save her. So you throw everything you got at it to save her. You too pretty to be working at a place like this. That's where she wanna work. She has a finesse mentality. So she gonna let you think you saving her. All the while, she talking to her little stripper friends, her bartender friends. And she say, girl, I got this guy. He wanna talk to me. Girl, which one is he? Him over there. They all know he's green. When you live in a city, you learn things. You understand that sometimes women finesse guys for the sake of another man. A woman not always just finessing for herself. Sometimes an older guy will go into a strip club or will go up to a college, find a young college girl who wants that attention, who got some daddy issues, who think they daddy's princess. Sometimes they go straight to the strip club. Find somebody who want attention, who want to be down, who want to be around the ballers. They find women like that, college degree or not, strip club or not, bartender, stripper, dancer, the mentality, the environment, somebody who likes the environment, who's accustomed to it, who doesn't mind dancing or showing off or using what they got to get what they want because they like attention. They want to be famous. For an older guy who's a hustler, who's looking for his next mark, but he need a woman to do the finessing. So they collab. And this little young high school student hits her up. He knows he's the number one player in the country. He feeling himself. He reaching out to a girl that he thinks is a baddie, but he green. She laughing and talking to her strip club friends, co-workers. Girl, this little high school student like me. Yeah, he the number one player in the country, girl. You know I date athletes all the time. You know, most of them guys, they not having it. It's hard to get to them. But this one, girl, he don't go nowhere. He don't drink, he don't smoke. Girl, he don't smoke, girl. Don't smoke out. He don't even go out. He don't go to the club. Met him at a little house party. Girl, so what you gonna do? I mean, he too young for me. And here comes the hustler. What y'all talking about over here? She met this little high school dude who hot for her, and she don't want to talk to him because she say he too young, but he the number one player in the country. They say he gonna go pro one day. What? The hustler says to her, go see what's up with that. She does it. When you hear guys talking about she will forever kiss the ring, how their ex is holding them down, how even when he ain't around, they still talk. She got his name tattooed on her. She doubled back to the guy that's been on ice for 2 months. And then suddenly he wasn't her type. He was too young. 2 months later, he's her type. And he's the perfect age. She takes him to a party and show him off. Can you guess who was at the party? Girl, that's the little guy you was talking about? Girl, he green. You got you one right there, girl. And then standing over in the corner, the hustler. She walk up, I'll be right back. Oh, that's him right there? All right. Yeah, he look green. Stay with it. Stay with it. She does. So she don't like the guy. He's the lottery ticket. So essentially, she puts him in her back pocket because she can't cash it in yet. So I got to protect this lottery ticket. So I go to school with you. I cook a hot meal for you every day. So when practice is over, you make sure you come straight back home because your food is hot. You think I'm doing something for you. I'm doing this for me, so you come back to the house. I want you in the house. You don't party, you can't hang out. No fried chicken Wednesdays. You don't hang out with your teammates. You can't even hang out with your classmates. You can't get to know nobody new. You're smothered. Years later, he talks about the relationship. He opens up, easily opens up. It's hard because she always around. Now, had that come out when he was at Jackson State, and some people knew about it, they could have helped him. Because he was being indoctrinated. Understand that. He has an unhealthy emotional attachment to her intentionally. That's how she can do what needs to be done. Keep him where she needs him until they can cash in this lottery ticket. There are a lot of guys that have been in this situation, and what they need to ask themselves is, what was the real reason you double back to give me a chance? And you have to prepare yourself that It probably has absolutely nothing to do with love and everything to do with me selling you a fantasy, because I worked in a strip club. That's what people who work for tips, bartender or waitress or stripper, dancer, that's what they do. So sometimes these guys have to prepare themselves to understand that they were a mark and that this wasn't a solo project. When you choose to ignore all of the signs, it assures that you will get played. And when you want to be stubborn, it assures that you're going to get played. And sometimes people around you will encourage you to stay with the person that's playing you but has shown you no love, only showing you disrespect, doing things for you that are really for them and not for you, like cooking you a hot meal every day so it'll isolate you from your friends, allowing you to put them before your family, even when they called your brother ugly and y'all got the same DNA. They don't even have friends that look like you. People have to start asking the question, what was the real reason you doubled back to give me a chance? The celebrities out there that don't even know what's going on, that just want to say they tired of hearing about Travis, nobody's talking about them, or they're like, I'm a celebrity, he's a celebrity too, y'all leave him alone. They have no idea what they are, how they are setting this young man up. One thing about it, when the double back occurred, he agreed to go to a party. He didn't even know who was there. It were probably people waiting to see who he was. Now, what if they had bad intentions? He was lured somewhere. It's obvious there's no love there. It's always been like there's somebody in the shadows and she's doing what is supposed to be done. It's not about love. She has no emotional attachment. It's not about love for her. Go see what that's about. Greenie is getting a representation. Greenie is being treated like a guy that comes to a strip club. He looked like he green. Go see what that's about. I sell you the fantasy. I sell you a lie to get you to open up your wallet and trust me and believe me when I make you feel like I love you, but I don't. It's just a finesse game. To the people that say, let him crash out. He's already crashing out. And it's not good. And luckily these things that are coming out slowly, because if it all came out at once, that this was a group project that had absolutely nothing to do with love and everything about securing a lottery ticket till it's time to cash in, he could end up on Snapped or worse. It takes a village. Black people stick together on everything when somebody is being mistreated. This should be no different. No different. You don't stand by and say, well, that's his business, and watch him get hurt, watch him get fleeced, watch him get finessed, because he's never had love model for him. Because is he really guilty if he just really wanted a family because he didn't have one? No. He didn't have guidance either. And he doesn't have a sense of awareness to know when he being played. So if you do, speak up. You know where he gonna be. You know what day the Alamo Bowl is. Hop on a PJ, a group of you, and just show up for him. Maybe that's what he wants, which is why he's clinging on to lies, because he doesn't know the difference and it makes him feel loved. I halfway agree with Shador. He not gonna take their calls, but they could get together and show up at the Alamo Bowl, just to show up and say, man, we love you. You don't have to talk about it. Actions speak louder than words. And if he understands the actions are authentic and about him, then you might be able to get through him. I saw how easily he wanted to talk to Ryan Clark. I said there should be an intervention. Ryan Clark, Coach Prime, Warren Sapp, and LeBron James. I know people like, why LeBron James? Because he was in high school when he and his current wife met. He didn't get married right away. You've never seen Savannah James disrespect herself, disrespect or embarrass her husband or her children or her family. Y'all are missing. This is not about love. This is strategic planning. So one day, he is gonna ask, how did I get here? Open your YouTube app and press play. Why did this happen to me? Open your YouTube app and press play. Search for your name and press play. What is now a blessing of protection worldwide will become a lesson if he chooses to be prideful, remains stubborn, and thrive in denial. So it's time for me to go make my gumbo. Thank you for watching What She Said.